Whoa, it's almost muted. Whew. Hey Taylor. Lillian, hello, hello, hello. I am just checking in on everybody because I don't know about y'all, but your girl's struggling. um it's been, I know, but also I realized, like, I watched someone stream on Twitch and they just were talking about everything, talking about the situation, and it made me feel better. And so here I am. Obviously doing better, a little bit better as well, but yeah, it's been just really difficult. It's been difficult, hence the lack of videos as well. This time, obviously, unfortunately not for, getting addicted to K-drama or whatever else, but it's just been absolutely heartbroken. There's just been so much going on, and it makes us feel better. It does. It really does. Hello, Shiny Forever. It does make you feel better. And I think a part of me, I want to believe that I'm so, like, independent, and I want to believe that, like, I don't need anybody to, like, get over stuff. Hello, Zephyr, and welcome. Like, I want to think that I'm so independent and, like, I don't need anybody to get through stuff, but, like, that's not the truth. Like, honestly, been struggling, and luckily for me, like, my coworkers, just, I mean, we're all going through the same thing, and, obviously, like, I have Black coworkers as well, so, like, they feel the same thing I'm feeling, so it's just, and it was interesting enough, I have mixed coworkers too, so, mixed with Black and white, and they're, I mean, just thinking about, like, how, not conflicted they feel, but, like, just, just hearing that coworker talk about how they feel in this situation, which has just been also very interesting. Yeah. But like I said, I just think it's definitely important to talk about. And if any of you don't know, like, the stuff that's been going on, like, with the Black Lives Matter, and obviously George Floyd's death, which has been really heartbreaking. Just, for Black people specifically, because I imagine my brothers in that situation. I imagine my dad in that situation. Like, that could have been any of them in that situation, and that they could have been a hashtag. Like, and when I think about that, it really is tragic and very sad. Your sisters and brothers got to stick together. Yeah. Us sisters and brothers got to stick together. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. And I think, there's a sense of community. And obviously it's very, very nice. I mean, on Facebook, I've had to delete some people because some people have been reposting some really, really, really tragic things. Someone literally compared looting to the policeman that killed George Floyd. Like, I never unfriended someone so fast. I can't believe I was friends with someone like that. It was someone from high school, but still, like, man, what? So one of my coworkers is saying that they had to unfriend like 400 people. So I was like, luckily for me, I only did like 2. Luckily for me, I only did 2. But still, it's just crazy to, like, see people's, like, true colors come out. Like, it's really crazy. But yeah, they compared George Floyd's killer to looting, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, they were like, it was a meme that they reposted, or not meme, but whatever. Like, it said, if you do this, like, showing a picture of looting, then it's the same as doing this, and it showed the picture of the cop kneeling on George Floyd's neck, and I'm like, someone really posted that with their whole chest. And this person that had to unfriend literally reposted it with their whole chest. Like, fam, what? I don't know. That really shook me. But yeah, just seeing people saying, but in this situation, like, but what? But nothing. Like, but nothing. And all lives matter. I'm like, yeah, all lives matter, but all lives don't matter clearly because Black lives don't. So I'm like, what's the point? I don't understand the correlation. It's just been really crazy seeing people's opinions. Like, I'm like, it's crazy because then people be like, people can have different opinions. I'm like, yeah, people have different opinions on what colors you like to wear. People have different opinions on the music you listen to. You can't have a different opinion on whether or not Black people deserve rights and Black people deserve like, you can't have an opinion. Like, there's no opinion. What is there to argue? Like, an opinion means, yeah, I'm having an opinion of like, okay, sure, I don't really agree with this, but hey, I'm willing to agree to disagree. And I'm like, you can't have there's no other opinion. There's no other side to this movement, to what's happening. Like, there's no other side. It just blows my mind. I live in St. Paul, Minneapolis area, so it's been crazy seeing the community come together while also seeing people I was friends with be so against the movement. Yeah. Luckily for me, like I said, it was only those two people, so I can't really, like, say that, oh my gosh, like, all my friends, like, it was only those two people that I saw. Yeah, but that's crazy if you live in the Minneapolis area. I can only imagine. Hello, Ghosty. I was gonna say, too, like, I can agree to disagree with, like, because there's a certain person I've seen on Facebook as well who's much older than me, and they were posting about, like, how they're really, really against the looting and the riots. Like, I can that part I can, like, agree to disagree. The riots part, like, I get it. I can understand how people are really frustrated with the riots, but my point was, which I also posted, was like, if the riots and the looting upsets you more than someone being killed because they're Black, then I think there's something that's wrong there. Like, you can be upset about the riots or about the looting, because I get it, technically it's a crime. Like, it is. You're stealing, it's a crime. But if it upsets you more, if it gets you talking more about that than the fact that a policeman killed someone, then I think that's where your priorities are a little bit messed up, in my opinion. Like, I'm not for violence. If you guys know me, maybe you don't know me that well, but I'm a pretty peaceful person. I'm a kind of person who, I don't like violence. I don't like conflict, honestly. But at this point, like, I get it. And I understand why people are doing it. I 100% understand. So, like, I'm not even mad. I honestly don't even care about the looting, which may sound bad. I don't care about the looting because merchandise can be replaced. Like, a bed, a comforter set, and a TV can be replaced. But you know who can't be replaced? You know what can't be replaced is lives. Like, I just don't understand how people can be so upset about looting when someone literally lost their life. Like, that is what blows me. I'm tired of that, all that lives matter stuff. Yeah, it's so condescending and it's so disrespectful. If I see anyone posting all lives matter, I will unfriend them so fast. I don't know anyone here against the movement. They're just people with varying degrees of enthusiasm. I decay the right word. Varying degrees of enthusiasm. No, that makes sense. I mean, I'm not, like, posting about it every 3 seconds. If any of you guys follow me on Twitter, like, I'm not posting about it every 3 seconds. I'm not doing that, but I mean, I'm signing petitions and stuff like that when I can. I mean, I'm not, I guess, I think I know what you mean, though. So many people were quiet until the looting and riots, which in and itself is a problem. Exactly. Like, if you were sitting there not posting any links, not retweeting, or not signing any petitions yourself, if you weren't doing any of that, and then all of a sudden you come out and start talking about the looting and the riots, then yeah, something ain't right. Something is not clicking. But yeah, it's just interesting, like I said, because I have seen that one person really going off about the riots on Twitter, about the looting, and I'm like, okay, but, like, put that energy into signing petitions, put that energy into getting these other 3 cops freaking convicted. Like, put that energy into that. Like, who cares about merchandise that can be replaced? Like, I really couldn't care less about that. I don't like the riots and looting that are being carried out by the people who are there for that and are actually caring for the movement and instead are taking advantage of it. Now, that I can also agree with. If people are going out there, like, purposely just to loot, like, not even caring about the movement or what it's actually for, then yes, I can completely understand that. Like, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And I'm not saying there's a right reason to loot. Like I said, it's a crime in itself. It's a crime. But at the same time, I don't care because I'm like, someone literally lost their life because they're Black. So I guess that's just, I don't know. That's how I see it. But I totally get what you're saying, though, Ghosty. And also, there's been white people, like, going out there and actually being the ones to start the fires, being the ones to like break stuff. And like there's been Black people being like, no, like we're not trying to do that, that's not what we're trying to do. So I've seen that as well, which is why I love Twitter, because it keeps you updated on stuff that the news is not going to show you. The news is not going to show you that there's been white people actually starting the fires, actually breaking stuff when Black people have been telling you not to. That's why I've really been on Twitter, because it's so quick to update. But also, which is so terrible, there's been Black people still being like attacked at these things, which is really, 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 really terrible. It's like Black people are out here protesting to stop killing them, and it's like it's happening at these protests, or you know, people are, oh, it's so frustrating. It's so upsetting. It's so upsetting. I've been keeping up with everything, and I've been signing every petition I see, and someone messaged me annoyed that I was posting about it, and I was like, bro, hey Ghosty, honestly, thank you for signing petitions. And that person clearly don't realize the gravity of the situation. And like, you know, on Twitter there's been kind of that, because like I know at first people were really, really mad, like people were like unfollowing people and like creating like these lists that they were like, you need to block these people because they're still posting about K-pop, which at first I was kind of like, well dang, they were posting about K-pop and all this is going on, but at the same time, like I get it. Like throughout this whole process, like I've been wanting to numb myself to it. I've been wanting to just like get off of Twitter, like shut everything down, because it's hard, it's heartbreaking, it's taking a toll on my mental health. My mental health is already not that good to begin with, so like my mental health is in the trash right now. So I totally get wanting to take a break, and also wanting to post about K-pop still, because that's what people find joy in, you know? That's what people find happiness in. So I can't be mad at people still posting about K-pop, still talking about their groups. Like, I mean, I think if you didn't retweet anything to do with Black Lives Matter, and like you didn't sign any petitions, and you're only tweeting about K-pop, then that's kind of a different story. But I find it okay to do both. A lot of the riots here weren't even started by protesters. It was random white people that don't live in the area. Yeah, see, I saw that too, and I'm like, so you're literally groups of white people starting fires and doing stuff like that. And a lot of times the violence with the protesters has been the cops. Like people have been posting videos about the cops, and I'm like, what the freak? It really warmed my heart though before, because I saw an Idol post a Blackout Tuesday post with the BLM. The comments were telling him to change it, and he made sure to change it, and like petitions, etc. It made me so soft. Ooh, who's the idol? But yes, and that's the whole thing too, because I know a lot of people on Twitter are going off about idols not posting, using their platform, and I also like, I'm not mad at them, but but it is a little bit disappointing. Like I'm not mad at them, I'm not going to unstand, but like it is a little bit disappointing. Like you have how many followers? Like it takes 2 seconds to post the links, like so people can donate if they want to, or you know, you donate yourself. And I'm not saying you have to show proof of you donating, because that's your own business, like that's your own thing. I donated and didn't post about it, so like I get it, like that's your own thing. Some people don't like to post about that, but I'm like, you can still just post the links. Like that takes no effort at all, and it gives people, you know, a way to directly click on it and donate if they want to. MJ from Impact, wow, that's great. I didn't know that. That made me so soft. Yeah, that's really great. Breaks are definitely necessary, I think. Do something you like and something that calms you if it gets too much for you, for anyone. Yes, I agree, Liliana. I had to kind of, but it's like for me, I felt guilty. I feel guilty if I'm not staying up to date. I feel guilty if I'm not reading about everything that's happening, but I feel more guilty if I put my phone down. I feel more guilty if I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do stuff. But at the same time, it's so mentally draining to just be reading about it, to be in it. It's really hard. So it's like, I feel like I can't win either way. I feel guilty because I'm not out protesting. I feel guilty because I can't donate more. I feel like it's really, really mentally draining. Like that's why this time is really hard. And yeah, it's really hard. I woke up today to the InFact members posting about it, and I was so pleased with them. Wow, I actually had no idea. So I had no idea they posted about it, but that's really great. I was so happy that some of them did, but they don't have to prove themselves. Yeah, so that's the thing too. Like, that's why I'm not being too mad, because I mean, granted, like I said, it's not about like posting that you donated. It's just, you know, getting the word out there, just showing that, hey, like I do want my fans to know that you can donate from this link or whatever. So like I said, it's not gonna make me unstan a group, but at the same time, it's a little disappointing. You know what I mean? An idol posted about BLM a few days ago whilst in the army, which I think was amazing itself because hardly any idols were posting about it and people were attacking him in the comments for not donating and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I mean, especially in the military, because I don't think they're supposed to even be like on their phones and stuff, right? Or like posting really if they're in the military. But that's amazing. Which idol was that? But yeah, and so in the midst of this, I don't know if you guys heard, but like there's been this whole thing about Yoongi's mixtape track. What do you think? The song, what do you think about him using a clip, how can I say this? Using a clip of a speech from someone who's like not a very good person. He apparently like murdered people, tricked people into drinking poison and like killing over like 900 people, and they specifically targeted like black people. So people were really, really, really upset about that. And I kind of didn't tweet about it. I read about it and I didn't tweet about it. I kind of stayed quiet because I was like, I don't really know. And that's another thing too, is like, you can't trust everything like on Twitter. People make up a lot of stuff. People make up a lot of stuff on Twitter, which that actually pisses me off so much. Like people spreading misinformation. I'm like, if you don't have all the information, if you don't know for sure, don't post about it, because it really creates a lot of anxiety and it creates a lot of disappointment. And a lot of times it's like, oh, well, sorry, I didn't have all the information. This is really what happened. Like that, it really, really, really bothers me. 𝘺�60, soloist and ex-Infinite. Okay. Well, hats off to him. When Higher Music posted about it and explained what was happening, I feel like people forcing them to donate or show support ruins the impact in a way because they're being pressured into instead of posting because they really support the movement. Yeah. And like I said, I'm fine with if they like donated, you know, off camera or whatever. Like I said, I get both sides. I mean, it's not going to, like I said, make me be like, wow, I'm unstanding, they didn't post. Because I know a lot of these idols too, like, can't post because of their companies. Like, a lot of them literally don't have permission to post. I heard about that member from the group. I don't remember who it was. It's a girl group, I think. They like just debuted and she posted about it. I don't know if I guess she didn't get permission, and they literally deleted the post. They deleted her stuff like on SoundCloud. She literally may be like kicked out of her group. I hope not. But so I get it, like as far as idols go. I'm pretty sure his specific job in the army is quite lax or whatever. He lets him get lots of breaks because he posts all the time. Oh, okay. Jim Jones. Yes. So oh yeah. How you Music posted about it and explained what was happening made you happy. Yes, the Jim Jones thing. Secret number, I think. Yeah, I think so. But yes, the Jim Jones thing. And I had no idea. Like, if any of you guys were there, I reacted to the album. And literally when that song, that part played, I had no idea what that even was. I didn't know anything about Jim Jones. I had never heard of him. Obviously, like, when I was reacting to it, I literally didn't even pay that part any mind. She's from Texas. Okay. And so people were going off saying, like, you know, I mean, I had a mutual who was like, I'm unstanding BTS. Like, and I'm like, I can't even be mad. I totally get it. Cause I guess people were arguing like, no, like he was using that because he was making fun, or not making fun, but he was like going against what he was saying. Like he used that clip because he was, you know, I guess using it, not agreeing with him basically. And so Jonestown was a mess and a horrible thing to happen in general. Yes, no, 100% I agree. I knew nothing about this before. So this was news to me. I'm very into the crime, so I know a lot of random things about true crime. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, that's good though. Because I knew nothing about it. I'm very uneducated when it comes to that kind of stuff, but people were really, really upset. And although I agree, yeah, like he probably shouldn't have used it. Even if he was like going against it, I mean, it's kind of, but then people were saying, which I don't remember the lyrics from What Do You Think? The lyrics anyway, but people were saying his lyrics don't really even like have anything to do with that. So it's like, why did he use it? So, but then I know Big Hit released a statement saying that I guess I don't know if it was saying Yoongi didn't produce the track. And so I guess they were saying they didn't do enough research. But I'm like, they did enough research though to like put it in the song. So that kind of doesn't make sense, you know? So, you know, obviously people were really, really upset about that. But then I think the problem with that is a lot of Korean armies were invalidating black armies, international armies feelings. And I think that's where it really set people off, because I'm like, I think the problem is people don't listen. Like, you can't be mad at someone for feeling some type of way, especially when it directly affects their race, And I think that's where it gets upsetting, and that's where it gets frustrating. And so people are really mad. People say though that it is massive and stuff, and idols can't possibly not know. But I actually looked into the comments for the 𝘵𝘰𝘭 post, and all Korean comments were basically saying like, "What is this? What is this? What is it about?" Yeah. And that's another thing too. Like, obviously I don't live in Korea. I've never been to Korea. I have no idea how their media works. I have no idea how their news works. So that's why part of me is like, I can't even be too max. I don't know exactly how it is. Yeah. So like I said, obviously, I mean, I'm happy, and there's people arguing that like you shouldn't be happy that they're posting this. Like, this is not something you should be praising them for. Like, this is a basic human right. Like, you shouldn't be getting praised for treating black people like humans. And I mean, I can't lie, a part of me gets happy when I see an idol that I look up to post about it. That's just, how I am. And maybe it's wrong for me to feel that way, because, they should be posting about it anyway, or however you want to look at it. But I do feel a sense of happiness when I see it. When I see them talking about it. I was watching Maddox, his live, when he was talking about it, and he said, I'm going to post about it. He was like, I don't care what people think. But like I said, I know also that people are really under strict companies, and so they can't post whatever they want. But that's another thing too. I mean, when people do post about it, and then people are saying they should do more, they should open their purse, which actually makes me laugh. Open your purse. Which I do understand. Like I said, I really do understand both sides. Like, there's people who have no money basically and is donating, versus people who actually have enough money to like donate. Like, it's like, okay, come on. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it is wrong, because at the end of the day, I don't necessarily think it is something that K-pop idols should be expected to do and get attacked for not posting. Yeah, I mean, once again, I don't want to sit there and be like, they don't know anything that's happening. I mean, but like I said, I don't know how it is over there, so I feel kind of weird. I feel kind of weird being upset for them not posting. I will say that. Yeah, I get that. Just got on. Oh, hello, H-Field. But I will say that people living in South Korea are posting and showing people that George Floyd and the protests are most definitely all over the news and Naver. Yeah. I mean, so that's why I'm like, I kind of, like, how can you not know? But at the same time, I'm like, yeah. When you posted about it, I was surprised. Oh, wait, who's Yuri? Yuri? But yeah, I've been seeing, more and more idols kind of post about it. And I, like I said, I think it's important. I mean, as a black person myself, it definitely, it gives me, a small little feeling of happiness. So, and I'm not, well, yeah, from my beloved. Okay. I feel like today would have gotten it a lot of coverage. I feel like today would have gotten it a lot of coverage. Oh, since so many idols have posted. Ah. Yeah, there was a thread on Twitter about the idols that have posted, which was more than I thought it was going to be. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a hateful person. Like, it takes so much energy to be upset and to be mad. So like, I'm not mad that like idols aren't posting. I mean, maybe I should be. Maybe I should be. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that idols are posting. I'm not mad that idols aren't posting. Like I said, because I don't know what it is to be in their company, and I don't know what that's like. But I am happy when I do see the ones that are. So Um, bigger idols, bigger idols, I wouldn't have been that disappointed about them not posting. Bigger idols, yeah. I mean, I guess people's argument too is like K-pop has, has been influenced so much by the black community, which is true. I mean, you hear it in their music and their dances. Like, it's. I mean, I think the black people have played a big part in K-pop, and so I think that's a lot of the reason too why people feel that they should post about it. And I mean, I agree with that. Like I said, I really do agree with that because Impact are pretty free in terms of what they can post and stuff. So it would have made me upset, right? So you're saying like the ones in like really big strict companies, like you aren't mad about them not posting, but the ones who are in companies that are not as strict, like you would have been upset because it's like you have freedom, so like you can use it. I get that. Especially considering how vocal they have been about accepting different races, sexualities, etc., right? I heard in fact, like super. They've talked about like sexuality and stuff like that. I can't think of the word. Lord, my brain. I'm so exhausted, and also having to go to work and like work through this has been really really difficult. Like it's been really difficult. So that's also why like obviously I haven't been posting videos because been crying. um which obviously like I feel better. This week has been better. Last week was America would be nothing without black people. Yeah, I feel that. I think it just still blows my mind how much, like, when you think about how like racism was legal not that long ago. Like racism was legal. Oh my god. Sorry. Slavery was legal not that long ago. Like it really hasn't been that long. In fact, talked about sexuality quite openly. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Jay is the whole king, so him especially. Oh, that's great. Props off. Hats off. I'm sorry, I can't talk. My lord, my brain. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just how like literally just we're not even fighting for us to be like over anyone. Like literally just fighting to have basic human rights, like to not be murdered, to not be treated differently, and to have people that do are, because there's gonna be racist people, like unfortunately no matter what, but to have these cops charged, like it's not asking for that much. That's why I'm like, yo, like what's the issue? It's just it's crazy to think that like I don't have as much opportunities as a white person is just, it's really crazy just because of the color of my skin. Like I didn't like just based on that, I may not be able to succeed because of that. You know? It's kind of crazy. I think this world has been exhausting over the last couple of days, so I can't imagine how bad it must be if you had already been exhausted. Oh yeah. I mean, literally fighting a pandemic at the same time. Like it's so tragic, and having people out here protesting, obviously, like I said, hats off to them because I haven't protested, so like I can't even imagine. I mean, I have way too much anxiety for it, unfortunately, but just thinking that like there's going to be a spike in cases probably because people are out here protesting. A lot of them don't have masks on, and even if they did, I mean, and people were getting tear gas in their lungs and getting hit with rubber bullets, causing them to have to go to the hospital, losing eyes. Like a pregnant woman got shot in the stomach, lost her baby. And I'm just like, there's just so much happening. But yeah, a pandemic and this, it's been really hard. Like I was already struggling, like working during a pandemic and being worried about that, like trying not to get freaking coronavirus and working around kids, like being worried about passing it to them, being worried about them passing it to us. Like, it's just been really tough. And then this, it's like, has really, really, really been hard. White privilege exists, and it's sad. I've seen my own husband racially profiled. Hello, Mika. And yeah, it definitely does. And like I said, like I was saying, it's just so unfortunate that like black people will not have the same opportunities, will not be treated the same just because of the color of our skin. And luckily for me, I mean, as far as I know, to my face, I have not been racially like profiled to my face. What's said behind my back or why I didn't get a certain job or whatever, who knows? But to my face. Now, stuff had been said to me over the internet, but that's, unfortunately kind of like to be expected. Which, yeah, I was just telling my mom, the saddest thing to me is the fact that the only reason we can see the racism within the cops in America is because they're allowed guns. If guns were illegal, would this have been brought to light? The only reason we can see racism within the cops in America is because they are allowed guns. Would something be being done about this? I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. And also because people have been filming it. Like, I'm quite sure if George Floyd's death was not filmed, that we wouldn't have known about it. And also just to think how many other black people, not even just men, but black people were killed and we knew nothing about it because no one was filming. It's truly, 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 truly heartbreaking. Excuse me. But yeah, I was just telling my mom that, cause I'm on a dating apps because, I don't leave my house. So I'm on like every dating app known to man. And, this was OkCupid actually. Someone messaged me and literally just called me a nigger. I had never talked to them before. I had never messaged them before. We didn't match or anything. And on OkCupid, you can send messages to people, you don't have to match with them to send messages to people. And I just kind of was looking at it like, I wonder, like, what made him want to say that to me? Maybe to provoke a reaction, which obviously I didn't say anything because I'm not wasting my time. Which people may think that's crazy, that, like, I didn't say anything. But, like, I wasn't gonna waste my time on someone, like, clearly is ignorant. But it just made me think, like, what made him want to say that? Not that people saying that not that you have to do anything to make someone want to say that, but it just made me think, like, what made you say that? This would have been swept under the carpet like every other one. Yes, 100%. They can choke. Yeah, it was very weird. Like I said, that was the first time that had happened to me on a dating app, but I was just like, yeah. I told my mom and she was like really shocked. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that happened. That happened. It happened a while ago. It wasn't recent. I wasn't recent or anything, but still, I remember that. And I screenshotted it and was going to keep it, but then I was like, I don't even want a reminder of this, so I deleted it. But yeah, it just makes you think. It just makes you think. It genuinely amazes me that such an advanced country is still this behind in terms of racism. Ooh, right? Like, we have iPhones. We have phones the size of our hands that can do so much in technology. Like, we're so advanced. There's people that are so smart, yet we can't get past racism. That's so effed up. Yeah, it was. What was going through their head, I just don't understand. Same. Some people really suck, and it honestly amazes me because it makes no sense to me. Same. The only thing that does make me happy about the situation is that I feel like we really do have hope for the future generations. That's true. And that's why, once again, that I'm not mad that people are protesting. I'm not mad that people are rioting because, yeah, it shows that, like, we're not willing to stand for that. Like, charge the freaking cops. Like, he murdered him. It wasn't an accident. You don't accidentally kneel on someone's neck after they're pleading for... I couldn't watch the video because my heart can't handle it. I've watched other videos of Black lives being lost, and it really does something to me. But I know what happened in the video, obviously just reading about it and seeing people talk about it. But him saying, I can't breathe, like, ooh, it just, woo, my God. I don't expect much from celebs, which is sad. Folks are upset about 10 only posting a black square, but what did we really expect from a rich boy who went to prep school his whole life? I really wish they would use their platform since we know they see the news. Yeah, I'm, like I was saying earlier, I should be upset, probably. I have a right to be upset, but it's because, yeah, they have a big platform and it takes 2 seconds to post links. I'm not mad that, I know, and maybe I should be. Maybe I should be, but I'm not mad, I guess, that there aren't more people posting about it. I'm not mad that he just posted a black square. It's disappointing. Like, I'm not upset. I'm not physically upset about it. It is disappointing, though. I can say that. It's disappointing. But yes, use their platforms to say no. They see the news. I've been out protesting because I've been fortunate enough to be able to, and it's amazing to see so many people coming together. That's great, Liana. Hats off to you. It is honestly an emotional experience to be around people that genuinely want change. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been seeing, like I said, I have not protested, so I just think my anxiety, I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. Which I don't know if that's selfish of me. I don't know if I'd be able to handle it being out there like that. But yes, seeing people stand for the same thing. Like, there has to be a change. There has to be a change. There has to be. There has to be. You're black and it affects you directly, so no one has the right to tell you which way to feel about it. Not me, not anyone else. I appreciate that. A lot of times, I mean, I was talking to my mom about this as well. Like, she raised me and my brothers, like, in a way where she never talked bad about any other race. I mean, not white people, not any other race. And I never felt hatred or anything towards white people. Obviously, learning about history and learning about what happened to my ancestors is heartbreaking. And it's extremely sad to learn. I mean, the stuff that happened that's not in textbooks, I can only imagine the horrible stuff that they had to go through. So, yeah. This has been protest. Oh, there has been protests here in England, and it's honestly amazing to see. That's great. And I meant about the idols not speaking up. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've seen both sides of it. Like, I do understand people being mad about it. Like I said, it takes 2 seconds to post and share links to, or, to donate. But I also do understand that there could have been idols who have donated off screen, had not talked about it, so like, I understand both sides. But yeah, like, my mom never ever said anything bad about any race. And so growing up, like, I had a white best friend growing up, actually, although we aren't best friends anymore. But yeah, like, it never was a race thing. Like, if you're cool, you're cool at the end of the day. And obviously I know not every white person is racist as well, so, like, I totally get that. But it's like, I feel like if we as black people can look past that, the stuff that happened, like, why can't white people look past it? Why can't white people accept black people for who they are? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Although it has been slightly annoying to me, because people around are trying to make it about England. Racism in England, is racism in England? Yes. But are black people dying virtually daily? No. And being treated differently constantly just because of their own skin color? No. Oh, okay. Being Mexican American, and my parents are surprisingly openly minded about a lot of things. I have family that have very backwards ideas, but same with you, and my parents never talked bad about other races. Yeah. Which I'm grateful for. I mean, my mom said that her dad, like, growing up, like, he used to be called the N-word. And honestly, I mean, as you know, I don't like saying the N-word. I don't even like saying nigga. Like, I just don't. I used to say it when I was younger, but I don't feel comfortable with the word now, as you know, because I don't say it. Like, obviously, I know I can say it, but I just don't. I choose not to, which is also interesting, which I don't understand why people want to say it anyway. Not black people. I mean, white people who aren't black. Like, obviously, if you're black, you can say it if you want to, like, obviously, but people who aren't black, I don't even understand why they want to say it. That was kind of a tangent. I don't know if I'm on a tangent there, but yes, my mom was saying her dad got called nigga and stuff like that. Growing up, they used to throw rocks at him, and he raised her in a way to not be hateful towards white people, even though he went through that. Like, he went through that racism stuff. Like I said, I have not been racially profiled, like, walking down the street, rocks thrown at me, called that in public. I mean, over the app, whatever, but, like, in public to my face, no. So it's like, I think that's amazing to have that happen to you, but still grow up and be like, I'm not gonna hold any prejudice towards white people, or maybe I shouldn't say prejudice, but any hatred towards white people. I think that's amazing. So people have protesting in Japan. Yeah, I saw that as well. People who aren't black want to say it because they know they can't and they want to be tough. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. But once again, like I said, I mean, but then it gets into, because I actually was watching 𝘵𝘠𝘰's stream, and he was saying how he thinks that people just shouldn't say it at all, because it starts getting into like, what about those people that are mixed? Like, if you're half white and half black, can you say it? It's kind of like you have black in you, right? So it's like, should they be able to say it? It gets tricky, right? Like Logic, right? Because he's mixed, right? And I listen to his music. I like his music, and he's a good rapper. Should he be able to say it? And then 𝘵𝘠𝘰 was saying, like, people who, when they're walking down the street, would get racially, like, discriminated against, should be able to say it. So it's like, technically, if someone's mixed with white and black and they look more white, they shouldn't be able to say it. But it's like, how can you make that call, right? So then it gets into that, like, people get to choose, like, oh, you can say it, oh, but you can't. Even though you're more black, you don't really look black, so you can't say it. It's like, it gets tricky, right? They still black? Yeah. It gets tricky. It gets kind of tricky, but once again, like I said, I mean, I don't see it, so it's just interesting hearing, you know, different people's opinions. But I think I definitely hope that something will change. I was like, oh snap, hold on. Yeah, I remember seeing this thing about this person who had black parents, but because one of their grandparents was white and their genetics, they ended up having a lighter skin tone. Yep. And so, like I said, then it gets into that kind of weird, like, oh, well, you can say it because, or you can't say it because you look more white. It's just, and these people were going in on her about not being able to say it because she didn't look black. Yep. That's where it gets tricky. Okay. Oh, America is really fortunate that black people only want equality and not revenge. How true is that? How true is that? America is really fortunate that black people only want equality and not revenge. We're all from the motherland. When we die, our skin going to turn to dust. The N-word comes up in Spanish music too sometimes, mostly from Afro-Latinos, but even then my brothers and I don't know how to feel about it. I didn't even think about that. I didn't know it was in Spanish music, but it's from people who are African and Latino, like mixed. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Who says we don't want revenge? Ooh. I always think about how much I hate England, and then things like this make me realize how grateful I am, honestly. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of other people are probably grateful not to live in freaking America, because our president right now is trash. But some of the stuff that he says, he tweeted, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Like, our president legitimately tweeted that. A lot of southern states in Mexico and in the Caribbean have African roots. Oh, okay. So yeah, I also don't know that much about, clearly. I don't know that much about, like, geography and stuff, like, for real. Or, like, where... I really don't. So, like, Lord help me. Should have paid more attention in school. Ooh, but yeah. Man. Bernie Sanders is so adorable. Don't at me. I also don't know that much about the, like, political people. Slavery in the Caribbean. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? How do you say it? I literally vote for whoever my mom votes for, which is probably really terrible. It's probably really terrible. I'm always like, Mom, who are you voting for? I'm like, my mother knows best. Listen, hey, I will listen to anything that woman says. Like, she's amazing. Okay. Since I was late, how was your day today? It was okay. I'm feeling a little bit better. Obviously, like I said, I wanted to just come on here just to check in with everybody. Let, you know, any of my Black followers know that I feel your pain. I'm with you. It's been really hard. And also let you guys know I haven't been posting videos, obviously, but I'm pretty sure you probably knew. Not that anybody's waiting for my videos, but, you know, just to come on here and just let you know. But also, when I was watching 𝘵𝘠𝘪𝘰's live, it felt good to just listen to him talk about it. It just felt good to hear him talk about it, you know, and share some of his stories, some of the racism that he experienced. And it just felt good. So I was like, I want to just talk about it. Just talk about it. Get my feelings out there, hear you guys' opinion, and just talk about it. Because it feels better to talk about it. I don't know anything about American politicians other than Trump and Obama, but Bernie has such a cute face. This man has really got to go. We really have a child pretending to be a leader. Yeah, no, that's pretty, it's true. I just can't believe he's our president. The stuff that he says, like, I'm like, bruh, I do that too, about, like, asking who to vote for. Yeah, I'm like, Mom, who are you voting for? Mom? Literally, I'm like, my mom knows best. Like, literally, she's the best person in the world, so, I mean, hey. Bernie was definitely my fave. He's one of the only politicians I've ever seen that hasn't dramatically changed his views to fit the majority. And I know that Biden isn't it from what I've heard. So yeah, I've heard bad things about Biden. I've heard bad things about Bernie, but I've also heard bad things about Obama. So, I mean, I know there's no perfect, like, there's no perfect leader. Someone that's, like, perfect. There's not. I mean, obviously, amazing that Obama was the first Black president. Like, amazing. I remember that day that he won. My mom was literally, like, crying. Like, it was very monumental. I remember when I was younger, the white girls didn't want to be friends with the dark-skinned girls, but only with the light-skinned girls. Really? That's messed up. Wow. And it's like little things that, like, you don't even like, stuff like that can mess with you. I saw a video about, it was the saddest thing ever because she was so cute. It was a darker skinned girl. She was getting her hair done and she was like, she said she was ugly. And the person that was doing her hair was like, what? And the person doing her hair, I think she said, huh? And the little girl turned around and was like, what? Like, what? Like, she just said it so casually, like, I'm ugly. And the girl that was doing her hair was like, you are not ugly. Like, you are beautiful. And then she started crying. The little girl started crying. And I'm just like, that is so sad. Because, like, you can tell the way that she said it and the way that she was shocked by, like, the person reacting to her behind her. And then she was like, what? Like, you can tell that, I don't know if she's been saying it to herself or other people have been saying it to her that she's ugly, but, like, you can tell that that's something that she's been hearing because her reaction was so sad. Like, it really broke my heart to hear that. Like, no, you are beautiful. Dark skin, light skin, beautiful. Like, Black people are beautiful, and it's so unfortunate. Ooh. Okay, Bernie's been protesting and advocating for minority groups since the 60s. Super late, my brother distracted me. Oh, you're fine. I remember Biden said something like, if you are considering Trump, you ain't Black, or something like that. Really? If you're considering Trump, you ain't Black. There have been Black Trump supporters, though. Like, no cap. So, I mean, I just don't even understand. Like, I really went to bed the night that Trump was up against, because Trump and Hillary, right? I think. Yeah, because I voted for Hillary. And I remember going to sleep like, there's no way he can win. And I woke up and, like, I just remember reading and people were, like, pissed. People were going off. And I was like, yo, he really won? I'm like, where did he even come from? He was doing some freaking show, like, what is it, The Apprentice, whatever it's called. I'm like, where did he even come from? Like, why are you running for president? But I think the problem with him is that, not that he made people racist, because there has always been racist people, but I think he brought out more of people's racism, if that makes sense. Like, I think people were like, okay, you know, our president is racist, so, like, I can also show more of my racism, you know? It's really unfortunate. Biden's a whole problem, too, that I don't even want to get into. And I'm like, bruh, he really doesn't want votes. Hillary was so cute, though. See, I don't know anything. I don't really know anything about Biden, which is sad. I need to do more, like, research and stuff. But once again, I just voting for whoever my mom votes for anyway. But still, just to know kind of, like, who actually is in office, I do need to do a little more research. But I think really people too like didn't want a woman as a president, which is crazy. He seemed to encourage it. Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, calling protesters thugs, like, he basically gave them a platform. Yeah, I agree. I think that he did. I think that people felt a lot more comfortable being racist because they knew their president was. Yup, racist president. I have the right to be racist then. Yeah, exactly. Anyone but Trump? Yeah, I know. Literally anyone but Trump at this point. Change the law. Right. Charge the freaking officers. It's just blowing me that like they're out here arresting protesters when I'm like, you need to arrest 3 more cops. But yet you want to sit here and arrest all these protesters. Like, just arrest the rest of the freaking cops and give justice to these families that lost their children or, you know, their wives, their husbands. Like, that's so freaking frustrating. I was up watching the election and then went to bed when it looked like he was going to win. I went to school the next day and people were crying the whole day. Felt so solemn. Yeah. It was pretty tragic. Bring Obama back? I know. Literally. Trump turning the White House lights off is jinxing himself. It's so crazy. People were saying now that with the lights off, it looks like a plantation. I was like, yo, it does though. They would rather arrest thousands instead of 3 of their own. I'm like, bruh. You can arrest thousands, but not 4 cops. It says a lot, right? I'm like, just arrest the freaking cops. Like, they're on video. And that's why it blew me when they were like, oh, we need to investigate the video. What do you need to investigate? What do you need to investigate? It's infuriating. It's infuriating. Oh. Man. Yeah, it really, it burns me up. It burns me up inside. But I really hope that something will change. I hope that something will change. I remember going to school when Trump got elected and joking about it with my friends. If I knew what would be like now, I wouldn't have been laughing about Trump. I mean, I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know it was going to be this bad either. I mean, I didn't think he was going to win. Like, I really didn't think he was going to win. I was like, who is Trump? Like, where did he even come from? I'm like, what? I did not think he was going to win, but I think people ultimately, like, did not want a woman as a president. And look where we're at now. You know what? Yeah, it's... Michelle Obama should run. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, queen. That'd be amazing. Man. I still don't believe it. Oh, that Trump's president? Yeah. It's pretty surprising. Some of the stuff that he says, I'm like, bruh. It really blows my mind, some of the stuff that he says. And how he's supposed to be leading our country. Yeah, where is he right now? Hiding off in a bunker. I love Michelle Obama. Yeah, she's amazing. I need my president back. The true first lady, right? I think everybody misses Obama right about now. To be fair, I think we're pretty lucky with Boris. Oh, wait, I don't even know who that is. Boris. Is he your president? Where do you live at, Ghosty, again? You live in England, right? I think that's what you said. The way our politics tend to go, he might get another term, and I won't be surprised, but I will be hella disappointed. Bruh, if he gets another term, there's no way. We got to get him out of office. There's just no way. I hope people will just go out and vote. There's no way that we can let this man get another term. There's no way. Oh, my God. Whew. Yeah, England, Boris Johnson. Okay. He's an entitled white man who thinks he could do no wrong. He behaves like a 5-year-old. Just blows my mind. It just blows my freaking mind. Man. But yeah, no, we gotta get him out. We gotta get him out. Boris is like a discounted Trump that looks the same, but contents are somewhat better. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I feel like it's probably hard to find someone else who's as freaking terrible as Trump is, so. But, as long as he's not as bad as Trump, then hopefully y'all are okay over there. Back with my dinner of 3 eggs, broccoli, and Greek yogurt. Oh my gosh. Healthy. He literally looks like Boris, but I love. Boris is a nice man, but he's just useless. That's what I need to be eating, H-Field. Eggs, broccoli, and Greek yogurt. Is it eggs like boiled eggs? But yeah, part of me wants to do more reactions as well, because I mean, you know, I want to be able to make you guys, or have have something for you guys, so you can have something to watch, something to look forward to. But I don't know, don't know when that will happen. He has had it a bit tough though. Brexit, coronavirus, having coronavirus, now protests. Ooh. Boris needs to cut his hair. Look at the mess. I don't even know what he looks like. He really does need a haircut, but he has that old man look. I'm about to search him up. Boris. Whoa. Ugh, wait, hold on. Let me move this so we can look at it together. Whoa. I'm weak. Oh my. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember I didn't know who he was, but okay, I remember seeing him on Twitter talking about he had the virus. Interesting. There's so many TikToks about Boris. He's a meme. I love him. Bae. Man. Wow, somebody put them together. Oh yeah, of course they met each other. Just looking at his face though just makes me ugh. Ugh. LOL. No, legit. Man. Yeah, I don't want to look at him anymore. But yeah, there's been some good stuff coming out too, and I just haven't even had like the freaking spirit to watch it. There's a vid of him literally there's a vid of him literally pummeling a kid down. Who, your president? But kind of off the topic, there are so many racist and Delulu K-pop fans. They really make this no fun anymore. For real, I'm a little sick of these idols too. The fake tan. Wait, what do you mean, H-Field? as far as like idols. You mean idols being racist? Definitely fans. I've seen fans be pretty disrespectful to a lot of black fans whilst playing a game. Oh geez. Truthfully though, that's why like I mean I've never felt I mean it's kind of a reach saying I never felt comfortable calling myself a part of anything. Like when I first got into K-pop, it's like, yeah, I'm an ARMY. But like I don't really call myself an ARMY. I don't call myself an XOL. I don't really call myself anything, really. I mean, like, if someone asked me, like, am I an ARMY? Like, I kind of feel like I have to say yes because, like, I stan BTS. But at the same time, like, I don't really feel a part of the fandom because I just feel like so much of it is really toxic. And not everybody, of course. But, like, a lot of it, I feel like a lot of people are. And unfortunately, yeah, there are those fans that are racist, which is very unfortunate. Literally when I search Boris Johnson on YouTube, the first suggestion is Boris Johnson tackle. Oh wow. I still don't like Wendy because of the way she imitated black girls. Wendy from Lord, I don't remember what group she's from. Is it Red Velvet? I don't know if I've seen that. That's why I stand shiny. Shiny kings. But yeah, that's the thing too. Like a lot of times, like I can't be mad at people for unstanding a group even after they apologize. I mean, I don't know if Wendy apologized for that, but like even after they apologize, like black fans have a right to be like, nah. Red Velvet, okay, thought so. Black fans have a right to be like, nah, no thanks. Like I don't accept this apology and not stand. Like I totally get it, and that is one of the downsides of being black and being a fan of K-pop. Is having to choose like what you will accept and what you won't. It sucks because I think at the end of the day, if you were 100% like I'm not going to stand any group if they haven't done anything wrong, like you probably would be able to stand like 5 groups. Idols just started to annoy me all the dang time. Yeah, I'm the same way. I really only consider myself part of the fandoms of groups I've been into since middle school. Although I do like a lot of groups, I feel that. I stand Uncontroversial Kings, Infinite B2B, and Infect. Yeah, I'm sure there are those groups though that like haven't done anything bad, and hopefully it stays that way. But it does, like, it sucks having to, like, cause like it sucks having to make that decision as a black fan, and I've had to because yeah. And a part of me is like I don't want, obviously I'm a black person before I'm a K-pop fan, so B2B and Infinite. I am a black person before I am a K-pop stan, so like, but I think I mean I'm a forgiving person anyway, like at the core of me. So yeah, I feel like it's up to the person though to decide like what they will stand for, what they won't. But there was this reactor that I came across. I think her name was like, yes, it's Jess Life or something. I started watching some of her reactions because I thought she was funny. But she kind of went through this thing because I guess she was reacting to like a lot of like Korean hip hop artists. And, you know, a lot of times she felt, I guess, that they were appropriating black culture, cultural appropriation. And she would, you know, go off and go on these rants about it. And like a lot of it, some of it I was like, okay, yeah, I totally can see. I although it does not upset me as much as it probably should, like to see idols have like dreads, like it just doesn't look good to me. I'm like, it doesn't, like, you look dumb, you know? But it doesn't upset me like as much as it probably should, if that makes sense. Like I think if you had dreads and you're like in the camera and you're like yo, like trying to like act like that, like then I'm like, okay, like you're doing way too much. But I know a lot of times too, like it's the stylist's fault too, because like I feel like idols, although they can say something, like, and they definitely should, like I feel like the stylist may be like, yeah, we're gonna do this hairstyle today, and maybe they don't know. I mean, also I don't want to not hold people accountable because like you see what's going on and like you should know. But I also think like these K-pop groups should have a lesson on like cultural appropriation and like, yeah, you shouldn't have dreads. Like, yeah, you shouldn't wear your hair like that. Like, it's not appropriate. And like, the stylist should know that. I feel like the hairstylist should know that, if that makes sense. She plays video games now. Oh, okay. Is that the same? Am I thinking about the right person? It's Just Life. I think so. Infinite have only ever been involved in controversies that either haven't been true or have just been dramatic, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think so. I don't know any of their controversies because I haven't really gotten into them. But yeah, that happens too sometimes. A lot of things aren't true. But yeah, so it's like if you go back to like the Wendy situation, like obviously it's up to It's Just Life. Okay, I thought so. It's up to the person to decide whether or not they want to still be into that group. Can you forgive someone for doing something like that? Obviously, there's different levels of it. Like I said, I mean, I can forgive a hairstyle. I can forgive a hairstyle. Like I said, it doesn't upset me as much as it probably should. But I remember Songkyu's misogyny controversy. Oh, wait, who is he from? Wait, what group is he from? It's Just Life Sister Reacts too. Oh, okay. Stylistic choices are always tough for me. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, they didn't know, like they didn't have a choice, like, because I mean, who's to say that they weren't the ones like, no, I want this hairstyle, you know, like I feel weird being like, no, they didn't know, because like I don't know what goes on in that hairstylist room or whatever, that dressing room, whatever. I watched her videos too, and she brought how they do blackface. She brought up how they do blackface. Yeah, no, that is a little that I don't think I could forget. Like that's kind of a tough one. Because you never know who is behind the stylistic choice. Right? But at the same time, like I said, who's to say that the idol is not like, no, I want dreads. So yeah, honestly, even if these groups haven't done anything problematic in public, I'm sure most of them have some some shady opinions. Yeah, I try to think about how it's likely possible a good amount of my faves would not like that I'm LGBT. Oh, really? Yeah, which that's so sad that you even have to feel that way. That's so sad. Because at the end of the day, it's like, love is love. Like, man, it shouldn't matter, though. It shouldn't matter who you love, as long as they love you back and as long as they treat you right. Like, I don't know. It annoys me when some Koreans call their hair reggae. Oh, reggae hair, like reggae is music. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I'm like, why do they say reggae hair? Because I think Kai from EXO did that, right? Yeah. He is from Infinite. Okay. But it was basically because he posted a screenshot from a film where a man and a woman switched body, and the man did some stuff and people went off at him for supporting it. But I dropped there immediately if they were. No regrets. Oh, if they had problems with you being LGBT. I know. But I think also, yeah, just being honest with yourself about that. Like, being honest with yourself, like, if something happened that was bad enough, like, being like, yo, I'm going to unstand this group. And I think that's okay. Like, you are human before you're a K-pop stan, so. Yeah, that is why stylistic choices is a difficult thing for me, because they may be behind it, but they may not. Yeah. Right. Stan woke kings. Yeah. And that's why, like I said, hairstyles I can forgive. Once again, I just don't even think it looks good. Really? Like, you won't have that problem. That's true. If you stan woke kings, you won't have that problem. But also, I do think it's appropriate for idols to, depending on what it is, obviously, for idols to post an apology and really do learn from their mistakes. I think that's fine, too. I mean, I think that's okay. I think people are so into canceling. They're so into being like, yeah, they did this, and that. They post an apology and people are like, no, it's not good enough. And it's like, especially when it's cultural appropriation and you aren't even part of the group that they're appropriating. Like, sit down. But also, as a Black fan, like I said, I don't discredit another Black fan's feelings towards what they feel. Like, everyone's entitled to their own feelings. So, like, if someone came at me and was like, yo, I'm unstanding this group because they had dreads, or a member had dreads, like, I can't sit here and be like, well, it's really not that bad. Because no, people get fired, people lose their jobs, people are discriminated against because of the hairstyles that they wear. So, like, I totally get it. That's why I always have Infect up my sleeve. Although I haven't really, like, got super into them, but that's cool to hear, though. It makes me want to stand them even more, so that's cool to hear that they're very unproblematic. But it's true. Yeah, if you dug deep into idols' careers and histories, you probably could find something that would upset you in a way or another. I hate when you can tell the apology is not genuine, they were forced to do it. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. But yeah, I feel like if they give a genuine apology, it's like, okay, let them try to learn from their mistakes. Like, I get it. I do think, like, they just need to, especially if, because they're so influenced by the Black community, they're so influenced by Black people, like, you need to have, like, a crash course on words you can't say, hairstyles that you shouldn't be wearing, and stuff you just shouldn't do, Yes, you should not impersonate a Black person. You should not paint your face freaking black for any reason. I don't care what it is. You should not do that. And you should steer away from dreads and stuff like that. They need to just have a crash course on it. If you're going to be so involved in, having Black culture, like, you need to be educated on it. I think we should let people learn and apologize for something they've done, but shouldn't force fans to accept every apology ever. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that, Liliana. Like, I think you should be able to make that decision for yourself. Like I said, I am a pretty forgiving person, so what I may forgive, another person may not, and that's okay. You have to be able to accept that. I have no right to be like, oh, you should forgive them. They have no right to be like, oh, you shouldn't forgive them. It's 100% up to the person to decide. So, yes. But also, that's another thing that really bothers me is, like, I hate when people spread misinformation about something, like, just to get an idol, like, just to try to stir stuff up, or just to try to, like, talk bad about an idol. Like, that pisses me off. Like, we have enough to worry about. Like, stop trying to cause extra problems, Whew. I would never speak on dreads and stuff because IDK, I don't think it is my place. Yeah, I mean, I think if you aren't Black, then you probably just shouldn't. You probably shouldn't say anything about it. Yeah. Like I said, I understand why people would be mad about it. I really do. People are, like I said, made fun of for having hair like that, and for someone to just wear it around, and for a style or whatever, for a video, it's like, nah. Like when 𝘺𝘮 got braids, I wasn't surprised anymore. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah. I remember seeing that. I think I unfollowed her on Instagram because I just didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see it. Yeah. That's funny though. Because I think she, like, I don't think she apologized, but I think she, like, I forgot. Did she say anything? Did she comment on it? I know some things are learned behaviors, and a lot of those learned behaviors come from childhood, which is hard to unlearn, but I've seen so many people cancel before teaching nowadays. Yeah, the cancel culture is very toxic in itself. Like I said, I do think there are definitely situations, occasions, things that idols have said that need correction. Like, people need to learn from it. Like, I totally agree. But I think people are so quick to try to cancel a group or an artist. It's like, okay, First of all, let's make sure we have all the correct information, because like I said, I hate when people be posting stuff without having all the information or incorrect translations. How many times has stuff been like translated incorrectly and people be like, oh, that's not really what they said or whatever. I'm like, yo, it's annoying. My white friend got braids and she was like, it's just a hairstyle. I looked at her differently. Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't even, like I said, doesn't even look good. Like, why do y'all want braids? It doesn't even look good on y'all. Like, no. I remember going through the comments and Hyuna's post, whoa, lost it. Hyuna's post, and it was just a mess. Yeah, I think she said something, but I don't remember, but she took them out quick. Well, that's good. Whenever idols say dumb stuff, I'm always disappointed, but not surprised. Unfortunate, but at the end of the day, I don't expect a whole lot from these people. Yeah. Yeah. Some people were saying they were Thai braids. Some were saying they weren't. Some were saying that Thai people stole them. Really? Thai braids. I mean, to me, it looked like she just had like box braids, right? Like, unless if I remember correctly, it was just all over the place. But yeah, I mean, I just think, like I said, especially in K-pop, they just need to educate them more. But like, literally, part of their training, their idol training, needs to be, you're not gonna wear this hairstyle. You're not gonna say these things. You're not gonna do these things. Like, literally, that needs to be part of their training. Included in their training before they debut. They need to complete the cultural appropriation training before they debut. Just, you know, just save them the trouble, please, Lord. Save them disrespecting a whole race. Like, they're part of the Thai culture and stuff. Oh, really? Braids are? Interesting. And a lot of times too, because like sometimes like when I'm watching a video, like I remember watching a Pentagon video, and I think Yuto had dreads, which I thought they were twists. So even like in my reaction, I was like, oh, I like his hairstyle. Like I literally thought they were twists. Like I didn't even realize they were dreads. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell too, like when watching stuff. Like which I think twists are fine. I mean, like I think twists are fine. Like whatever. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell, even being like a black person. Like it's hard for me to tell. And as far as Kai's hairstyle, I don't know if I commented on it. It's been so long since I reacted to that video. I don't know if I said anything about Kai's hairstyle. I probably just ignored it because honestly, wait, I don't remember what braids they were, but I remember getting braids done on a trip to Mexico when I was like 4. I didn't think too much of them at the time because it was something the locals did for you. But I question them sometimes randomly since I've gotten older. I think it's incredibly important for them to learn that, especially now where racism is even improving a lot in Korea. Yeah, I definitely think it's important too. Yeah, as far as you getting braids, yeah, I mean, I didn't know that about like Thai people though. But yeah, I feel like I've seen Mexicans with braids as well, with like cornrows. But I think it's different too. Like you can kind of tell the difference between like a plait, you know, a plait connected to your head and like a cornrow. Denise from the new girl group Secret Number spoke up about Black Lives Matter, and the company removed her pic from the website, deleted her SoundCloud, and deleted her social media. Yeah, I saw that, which is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, and it's still a mystery. Yeah, I hope she'd be okay. I mean, I don't think that should have happened just because she was trying to post about it. I mean, that's very unfortunate. But I know some of these idols have very strict companies, which is unfortunate. I got them done once when I was like 5, 6, when I was in Turkey. Were they like box braids, or were they like cornrows? I didn't question it at all because it was just everywhere. That's so interesting. Oh, Mika, I don't know if you're still in the chat, Mika, but thank you for your text message. Appreciate you. I think they were box braids, but I'm not too sure. Okay. Oh, yeah, I mean, since you were younger, I mean, I'm sure you didn't know. I don't like 𝘺𝘮𝘁 anymore because when they were on Queendom and we're doing a cover of 2NE1's song and wanted to make it African style, called it ethnic hip. Ooh, interesting. They wanted to make it African style and called it ethnic hip. Ethnic hip. African style. Why would they want to make their song African style though? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. That's kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I can be more forgiving towards styling and stuff from a few years ago, since I feel like we have come so far recently. Yes. Like I said, yeah, as far as styling, I can be a little bit more forgiving as well. Just because I don't know what these idols have control over really, but I'm sure that the companies that don't let their idols speak on political and social issues want their idols to seem apolitical, so that they have a bigger fan base and get more money. That's a good point, 𝘺𝘺𝘃. I didn't think about that. Because if they choose a side, right, then that's clearly going to make some people mad, unfortunately, even though, like, how can you be against, well, not against racism, because you should be against racism, but how can you be arguing racism? Like, how can you be not for Black Lives Matter right now? Like, how? And honestly, if you weren't, then you don't need to be following this idol anyway. But yeah, that makes sense, 𝘺𝘺𝘃, though. That's actually a very good point. Now I don't understand how people can still make such mistakes. Yeah. I mean, nowadays there's really no excuse. And that's the thing too that people were saying, like, on Twitter, like, Korea has a lot of resources. They have smartphones, they have computers. Like, how can you not know some of this stuff, right? But then sometimes I think about too, like, the fact that, like, I'm trying to learn Korean, right? And at the moment right now, I don't know anything about Korean culture. So, like, as I'm trying to learn Korean and trying to learn how to read it, trying to learn what words mean, there could be let's just say, I mean, obviously, I know there's nothing, like, as far as hairstyles and stuff that I can't wear, but, like, let's say as far as language words, right? Let's say, like, I was learning something and I didn't know maybe it was offensive, right? But at the same time, why would someone be teaching it if it was offensive, maybe? Yeah. I mean, that kind of doesn't make sense. Never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. I was about to try to compare it to that, but I guess it doesn't really work. But yeah, nowadays it's kind of no excuse. Like, do your research. Once again, these idols need to have a training course on cultural appropriation, what to do and what not to do, what you can do, what you shouldn't do. Because yeah, come on now, it's 2020. I feel so out of the K-pop loop when I see some of these group names, because I feel like I haven't really stayed in a new group since 2015, 2016. No, really. Lord, lucky you. I feel like I can't stop staying in groups. Lord help me. Literally me. I can't stop standing in groups. Apart from 𝘺𝑦 and 𝘺𝑢𝑛, I haven't stayed anyone new since 2016. Hey, oh my gosh. Can we talk about 𝘺𝑦? Can we talk about Younghoon's voice? Because honestly, it's still one of my favorite voices in K-pop. That man can sing. And honestly, I need to finish Standing Oneness as well. Um, but yeah, I haven't really definitely not now. I haven't stand any new groups. I guess the most recent group that like I've been getting into, but I haven't really started getting into them was DKB. But I haven't really started getting into them anyway, so don't think that really counts. Haven't started doing my research on them because I don't have the mental I don't have the mental capability right now to stand a new group. I am lucky if I make it into work. Like, honestly, I'm lucky if I can get to sleep at a decent time. Like, yeah, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. I just hate when people act like places from South Korea and Japan, etc., know nothing about the rest of the world and don't have their own political and social issues that people care about. You're only trying to deflect criticism from your faves. Yeah, I mean, I think unfortunately, I used to like think like that. I was like, oh yeah, they probably don't know, but it's like, no, they know a lot more than they probably let on. Like, exactly, and they have their own social stuff. Like, they know, and they should know. Like I said, they have so much technology. Like, they should know. But yeah, people are so far up their faves, but and sometimes it's unhealthy. I feel like in the case of a few years ago, idols could hide behind stylists and stuff, but now I think it shouldn't be something that idols can hide behind. They should be aware enough. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like I said, I mean, I just don't think that like the stylist should know better. But yeah, I think the idol should know enough to be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that hairstyle. Like, I don't care what the image you're trying to go for is. Like, I'm not doing that hairstyle. I feel like in the case, I just read that. Whoa, I'm mad that I slept on Victon because I was with them at debut. Oh, really? Victon. Dude, their dimples. Victon slap. They're freaking dimples. Freaking how they love Subin. It's unmatched, man. It's unmatched. Oh my god, I'm tired already. Whew. I get that cultures and so... Whoa, I can't read. Is that societal? Societal. Whoa, never heard that word. Okay, views are different, but having an international fan base should require some knowledge on international issues. Yes. Obviously, Korea have their own problems, their own, stuff they're dealing with as well as far as political wise. But like, yeah, if you're gonna be trying to have international fans as well, you do need to be, somewhat, you need to be somewhat up to date with, yes, international issues. I'm still so pissed that the designer who put Tail from NCT in a Confederate flag shirt was blocking fans who were getting on him about it. Really? Yeah, like, at the end of the day, I do know some fans can be really intense. Like, I get it. A lot of people probably messaging you about one thing can be overwhelming, but, like, take it for a blessing that they're sitting here letting you know. Hopefully, most of them are not just, like, coming in disrespectfully, but, like, yo, why did you put him in that shirt? Like, get some answers. Like, don't put him in a Confederate flag shirt. I do also love Victim. Yeah, they're pretty great. Which I think they just had a comeback. But yeah, I saw pictures of him wearing that, and I was like, wow. They really put him in that shirt with their whole chest. But in that situation, I don't know. I mean, I guess Taylor didn't know about it, but you know, if that's what we're talking about, like if they were more up to date with like what's right and what's wrong, I feel like he could have been like, yeah, I'm not wearing that, you know. But of course, they probably put their outfits on a little rack and it said Tail, and he grabbed his outfit and put it on. My love for old groups is unrivaled. Unrivaled? I think that's how you say it. The new comeback slaps. I know. See, like, low key, a part of me is about to just like go live on Twitch and just like watch all these comebacks. Like, forget making a real reaction video. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a film soon. I'm a film. That's not fair. I'm a film. Cause I have so much stuff to watch, bruh. Look, let me just show y'all. You can't see. Hold on. Let me show y'all what's in my watch later real quick. Stuff that I probably won't ever react to. Let's be honest. Wait. Okay. Whoa. Can't see me. Here we go. So literally, yeah. I was literally supposed to watch reaction Jonghyun videos, and I still haven't been able to do that. But you know, it's fine. Let's see what else is in here. TVXQ. Before you go, we've been through that. Try not to fangirl challenge. This video make you fall with the boys. A Dreamcatcher video. Victon dance practice. Speaking of Victon. Victon. I still don't know how to say it. Vix, what? And Flying went. Super Junior Live. Astro Live. What else is in here? Yeah. SF9 Live. 17 Falling Flower. NCT Live. Astro. Haven't watched their comeback. It's like probably like 3 months old right now. 2Z. Haven't watched freaking Changmin, which also, anyone else shook that he used Max as his name? What? Bet. Not to be one of those back in my day type of people, but I do miss the way the second gen group's made and still makes me feel. There are definitely more problems, I think, but do it. Yes, second gen. I miss unironic auto-tune. Vixen in flying. Yes. I kind of got into in flying a little bit off camera because I haven't reacted to anything of them on camera, but I kind of was watching some of their stuff off camera, and they're pretty great. That Rocky Hit the Stage is amazing. I bet it is. I still have not watched it because I'm like, do you want a reaction? I don't know. Yeah, SF9 Love Shot. Yeah. SF9 Live. Only one of dance practice. TXT dance practice. Lay's song Jade. He literally released a new music video. So I'm so behind. Road to Kingdom. I already watched this. I can take this out. TXT, Can't You See Me? Lay Lit. All this stuff that... I literally saw... Whoa, okay. I miss the autotune as well. Don't know why people crap on autotune all the time. I do love it. You like autotune? I actually don't love autotune. Well, kind of depends on how it's used, I guess. I should say that. I'm not an autotune person, though, which is interesting. But once again, it depends on how it's used. I literally saw the comeback name, and I was like, Max? Who? No, literally, I was like, what? Who is Max? I only know Changmin. And obviously, don't get me wrong. Like, I use stage names with idols all the time. Like, but that's the one person who I'm like, I refuse. I refuse to call him Max. Can't wait until Wavy's come back June 9th. Oh, really? See, didn't we know that? Max's stage name debut within TVXQ. Oh, Bad Girl Beast, best use of autotune ever. Really? I have a recommendation for my personal fave hit the stage performance. Blessed, maybe, but did he win? Wait. Oh, Biased, maybe, but did he win? Yes. Lit is pretty lit. I know. I really want to watch it. I love autotune when they are so serious about it, and that it seems like they are joking. TVXQ fans were tripping that he went with Max for his debut album because even though this has been his stage name since debut, literally no one calls him that. Excuse me. Yeah, I saw people on Twitter like, who is Max? It's so funny. Which I'm so sad that I missed their live, Beyond the Live. Like, I'm so sad. I was too tired. I was too exhausted. And I missed Super Juniors because mentally my mind, I couldn't stay up and watch it. Like, it's too freaking sad. So I'm so sad I missed their live because I really wanted to watch it. I really wanted to hear more of their music as well, which is sad. But, you know, it's okay. It's all right. But yeah, who's Max? Like, what? Who is Max? Lay's new album? That's good, isn't it? I bet you it is. Hoya Infinite popped off on Hit the Stage, and his performance to Close by Nick Jonas is amazing. I can't remember whether that is a name, but yeah, I mean, judging from that clip that you said, I think you were the one that sent the clip in the Discord about him and who is he dancing with? Jisung, I think. I know he's Max, but I've always called him Chaengmin. Yeah. And coming from someone who, like, I use stage names all the time. Like, I don't care about using stage names. Like, they have a stage name for a reason. But he's the only idol, I think, that I'm just like, I'm not calling him that. I refuse to call him Max. Like, I refuse. Like, I do try to make it a point to actually learn idols' real names, obviously. But, like, once you start saying a lot of groups, it's kind of hard. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Jisung from NCT. Yeah, so that was really good. That video was really good. Which Jisung is such a freaking good dancer. So, Max is just Chaengmin. Yeah, like he's Chaengmin. I don't know. Like that name, like he doesn't look like Max. Like I don't know. Yeah, he's the only idol I think that his name just doesn't. Like no, I'm sorry, but no. Chaengmin is like the old Brian. Oh my gosh, yeah, like Brian from Young K, right? I mean, I got into Day 6 obviously after the fact that he like didn't want to be called Brian anymore, but still, I was like, I don't know, Brian. I'm like, what? But at the same time, hey, listen, if Chaengmin put out a video and he was like, I love cringe stage names, Hoi was dancing with Hyojin Choi in that performance. She's a choreographer from 1 Million Dance Studio. Oh, gotcha. So I may have got it wrong. Sorry. I was gonna say if Chaengmin put out a video and he was like, no, legit, I want y'all to call me Max instead of Chaengmin, then for sure, Max it is. But you know, until that day. Lay's music video straight up looks like a movie. I've heard it costs a lot of money. He used some of his own money to pay for it. Wow. You have to watch Chaengmin Heaven's Day performance. You will not make it. Oh dear. Yeah, I really want to watch Lay's music video, but once again, I feel bad if I just watch it and don't react to it, so. But I saw the preview. I watched the preview and it looks pretty lit. Pun was not intended, but you know. Since they went to a dance academy together with Hoya. Oh, when Hoya dropped out of school and didn't tell his parents. Me. Sorry, I also can't read. Yep. Sorry, that's probably really annoying. Why am I tapping on the mic? Lord help me. He paid him $1 million. Bro, I need him to donate the same. Which actually I'm kind of surprised that Lay didn't say anything. Or hadn't said anything yet. No, yeah, you were right. The one I showed you was the dance to the Greatest Showman songs with NCT Jisung when he was his coach. Oh, okay. Second gen groups names like the ones that are abbreviated, but each letter means something else are my favorite. What? I'm sorry, what? What? I need an example. I need an example. Teen Top. Wait, what about Teen Top? Teenager, emo boy, emotion, next generation, talent, object, praise. Are you serious? Wow. Teenager, emo boy, emotion, next generation, talent, object, praise. Okay. Oh my gosh. Boa and Yuno from TFXQ have a song together called Swing, and the couple of performances they did at concerts breathed life into my soul. That's awesome. Boa though, dude, I have so much respect for her because literally I knew about her before I even knew about K-pop. Like I didn't know she was a Korean artist. Because a song that I heard from her way back when MTV was still playing music videos on MTV, which was forever ago. I remember hearing Eat You Up or Eat Me Up, whatever it's called. I eat you up. No, 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 no. Like, okay, my voice just cracked really bad. I can't sing. We've been new. But yeah, I remember seeing that song on MTV and I was like, yo, this is so catchy. I even recorded it before I even knew what K-pop was. Like, this was way back in the day. So, like, Queen Boa. That is the literal meaning. I'm shook. Stop. Don't tell her about Teen Top acronym. BAP. Best Absolute Perfect. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. BP. Best Absolute Perfect. Yes. VIX. Voice Visual Value and what? 𝘺𝘼𝘻𝘻𝘻. Boa debut in Japan. She debuted in Japan. Wow. You kiss what? Ubiquitous Korean international idol superstar. They honestly are gold. How do you even say that word? Wow. Okay, let me put my camera back up here. Wow. I'm about to go in a little bit though because I'm getting hungry. Even though it's pretty late. It's almost 9 o'clock, but I think I'm gonna eat some try to just eat some salad. I am getting hungry. B2S. Boys of East standing tall, boys to search for top. What? We don't talk about it? Beast. We don't talk about it? Wow. Some of these names, bruh. The 2 when Beast used it was really cool to me. Dang, yo. Honestly, one of my faves. I physically cannot. Oh, man. B1A4 actually had the most fun name because it stands for the fact that one of them have blood type B and the other 4 have blood type A. Oh. That's pretty interesting since they used it because EA sounds like 2 in Korean. Oh, iya. Yeah. Right? No, I don't know. Yes, it's so cute. Wow. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Dang, you ever look at yourself when you yawn? You be looking ugly as I don't know what. Or see. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna go soon. I just wanted to check in with everybody. The A and Beast. So it's like E. Oh, okay. E. I was thinking of Super Junior's song. Even though I keep wanting to say tu ya, it's E-ya, E-ya. Don't talk about food. I started, your 24-hour fast at 8 p.m. I'm so sorry. I won't talk about food. I won't do it. Oh. Nothing will ever beat teenager, emo boy, emotion, next generation talent, object praise. No, literally same. My kings. Yeah, that name is pretty intense. I can't lie to you now. That name is pretty intense. It's pretty intense. But yeah, I definitely just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. Like I said, Puma music video. Oh, really? Oh, hello, Indy. Dude, Puma by TXT. Puma by freaking TXT. Phenomenal. Hello, Indy, though. I'm literally about to leave soon. But, I just wanted to come over here and, let you guys know that it's okay. My black followers, I love you. This is a tough time, but you know, we're gonna make it through this. I love cringe acronyms, but cringe stage names are better. Field dog. You beat me with the teen top acronym because I had to look it up. I didn't want to get it wrong. Kid Monster, the good days. Kid Monster. Field dog. But yeah, no, Puma, that song is phenomenal. So that's great. Also, yeah, I just want to let you guys know, I don't know when I'll post reactions again. But, you know, hopefully sometime soon. Feeling a lot better than I have been these past couple of days, so thanks for checking in, Holly. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. As I'm sure people, you know, especially my black brothers and sisters out there, I know it's been hard. Like, I know it's been hard. So, but also, I mean, I want to check on everybody just because I think it's been tough for everybody, but just especially my black brothers and sisters. So, but also, yeah, like, just let y'all know that, like, obviously that's why I haven't been posting, just because it has been very mentally draining on me, as it has a lot of people. So, but I hope to be able to post soon. Literally, I had to just take a break because I was struggling, like, and now it's like I have to take another one because, it's hard. How could you not remember that perfection? Oh yeah, I can never forget. That's good, and stay safe. Thank you. I hope all of you stay safe. Yes, if any of you are protesting, I hope you stay safe. Be careful, because the cops are literally out here shooting people with rubber bullets, which are huge and damaging and painful and terrible. They're tear gassing people. They're arresting people. So please, if you're protesting, be careful. And also, obviously, I'm not going to even say, like, distance yourself from people, because it's kind of impossible in that situation. But just wear a mask if you go out, even though, I mean, it's probably not going to protect you that much, but it's better than nothing. So yes, please be safe. I mean, Jungkook was almost Seagull. I would have cried. Thanks for checking in. I don't think I'll ever understand 100% even if I am POC, but I will keep fighting alongside while I can. And that means so much. Even if you aren't black, like, I think you definitely can understand. And I think that goes a long way, you know? So I appreciate you guys. It was nice to hear from you. Well, yeah, thank you for talking with me. Like I said, I found it a little bit therapeutic to listen to other people just talk about their feelings, talking about their experiences with racism that they've dealt with. And although I've been lucky enough to not have really had any huge racial discrimination to me personally, to my face, just hearing people talk about their stories and how they feel about it, it was kind of therapeutic. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys, you know, just talk about it, hear your stories, or if you have any, or hear, you know, your take on it. Yeah. I think we all would have cried. Yeah. It's been, I've missed you. Oh, I miss you guys too. Although, like I said, obviously, no, I'm not like a big YouTuber or anything, but I think, you know, it, as far as obviously like reactions and stuff, like, it's just been fun to experience K-pop with you guys and get into new groups and learn about new groups and, you know, just be shook together. It's really fun. It's something that I have to look forward to, and it's something that, you know, hopefully you guys look forward to being able to watch, you know, my videos. That feels weird to say, but you know, hopefully it brings some sort of joy to you. Hopefully I can make you laugh sometimes. Hopefully it gets your mind off of things, whatever you're going through. And yeah, I'm going to hop off now until next time. Thank you so much, Hfield, for stopping by and chatting. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wow, I look really tired, as I am. But yeah, I'm about to go anyway because I'm getting hungry, so. But yes, I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for stopping by, even if it was for a short period of time, and talking with me. It really did make me feel better, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, once again, I don't know when another reaction will be posted, but you know, eventually, like obviously eventually I will. I just obviously don't want to turn on a camera if I'm not feeling up for it, because obviously I don't want to come on like camera and be like super sad or anything. But bye, Shiny, love you. I love you too. Thank you once again so much forever. So much forever. I was reading your name as I was talking. Lord help me. I should sleep. Yeah, no, thank you so much once again for hanging out or spending your time. Once again, you look cute. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless it. Once again, time is so important, so I really appreciate you guys spending your time. Love you. Take care. Thank you so much. I love you too, Liliana. Thank you so much for spending time. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the night. We will get through this. Just try to take it one day at a time. Let yourself feel emotions. Let yourself feel whatever you need to feel. Cry it out. I've cried literally 2 days straight. When I first heard about it, like I literally cried for 2 days straight. So let yourself feel emotions. Let yourself feel it. But also, you know, support when you can. If you're on Twitter and stuff, repost those links. And yeah, thank you. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Love you. Take your time. Thank you so much, Ghosty. Love you too. Have a good night. Thanks, Mika. Hopefully we see you guys soon. Appreciate you guys. Have a great, great, great night. Bye-bye.